number 77. At this time, will everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's light?
Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2.
What do you need, Bobby?
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Just turn the audio on. So it might be. Yeah, he's talking. Talk.
I hear it. We got it. Got it. Come on. Yep, it's good. We're good. All right, let's go. Here we go.
From Pompton Plains High School in Pompton Plains, New Jersey, it's a St. Mary High School football game as we return to the game we love of football. Elijah Weintraub, Jack Rizzo, producer Bobby joining us here. The Gales will kick it off to Pequannock. We're at Pequannock High School in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. Kickoff underway. Paul Orocho kicks it off, and the ball will be caught at the 21-yard line. And it'll be immediately tackled by the Gales at the 22. The carry there by Nolan Jorensky. Coach Johnson said to us earlier that this is the year for St. Mary's, saying out of all his time here, all 3 years, this is the best year yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year was a huge step for the Gales, going 6-5, making it to the playoffs. They bring a lot of talent back this year. They get Blaze Conti back. They brought in a lot of transfers, a couple from Paramus Catholic, a couple others, and they have pretty much all of their veterans coming back. Especially, and Eli, when you look at this team, especially on offense, there is a lot to like here for St. Mary's.
Alex Delizia will start off as quarterback for Pequannock. Play action continues. Quick drive. No gain on the play. About a yard.
Yeah, well, this is Pequannock last year, 6-3, very successful season. First-year head coach Mike Michella really led this team to greatness. 6-3, made it to the playoffs. It was their rushing game, the reason why they got to the playoffs. They had over 2,200 yards rushing last year, 28 total touchdowns, and they are led by their senior, Dylan Ramelli. Don't underestimate his 5'7" frame. This kid can play, and he's also great on defense as well. This is a really well-rounded Pequannock football team. Good test for St. Mary's to open up the season.
Score Bucks. We will be keeping you updated with the score as the game goes on. Alex Salitz. He'll pass it off to Angelo Kudif with a gain of 3 yards. Brings up third down.
Yeah, the Gales showing some good run defense here. That was Sebastian Johnson, a transfer, I believe, who made the tackle there. Strong start for the Gales here, Eli. 2 good plays on run defense. Looks like a 3rd and 5 here for Pequannock.
When you look at St. Mary's, they have 5 new transfers, 8 new freshmen to the team this year. We will see how it factors in. So far, so good as we enter third down mode for the Panthers.
A lot of interesting formations here, Eli. The first 2 plays. We've seen it a lot of motions. Let's see what they do here.
Here's a quick carry run. Just short of the first down.
I don't think he got it. It's very close, Eli.
She looks like it's short.
Nope, they signaled first down.
They signal first down, but it looks like he got it. We'll take a look at the replay here. Jack, you want to describe it for us?
Just a strong job. Good job by the O-line. This is another strength of this Pequannock team. Their O-line, and they just got him to the sticks. I thought it was a little short, but it looks like the nose of the football just got to the 35, which is the line to gain. So first down for Pequannock. By the way, the student section here, Eli, for Pequannock, could cause a lot of distractions here, especially on the left side of the field. That's where they're located right now.
Quick pass, runs, couple yard gain there on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 is a gain of about 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that's Dylan Ramelli, the running back number 20. He is their best player. 1,000 scrimmage yards last year. Pequannock, they used a bit of a running back by committee last year, but a lot of seniors left for them. I think Ramelli, number 20, is going to be their guy in the backfield this year for the Panthers.
We will watch out for him mostly for the Panthers tonight. 2nd and 2. 9:19 to go. Play continues. Pass to Andrew Kudif. He's got a first down, and he continues to go. Tackled down by Jonathan Huertas at the 40-yard line. And a good 10-yard gain, if not a little more, for Kudif and the Panthers.
That's their strength. They have these really strong run plays, good play calling. This is, again, their run game is their strength. That's why they were so successful last season. They have all these different motions. The Gales defense looks fooled out there so far, Eli. Got to adjust here.
They looked good so far in the first 3 plays of the game, but after the first down, it looks like they got to continue back up in the strength level there. First down at 10 from the 40. Alex Delizia. Quick handoff to Ramelli. He has a good gain. Flag thrown on the play.
This is coming back, Eli. Number 22, Eddie Shalongo, had a pretty obvious hold there. So this one is coming back. Very obviously a hold. He was holding Kazir White, who would have made the tackle, but this one is definitely coming back.
And it is a hold on the Panthers. First down.
Yeah, they're booing,
and it
but that was about as obvious of a penalty as I've pretty much ever seen at this level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was a very easy call for the refs.
So it was a great play for Ramel and Kudif. Unfortunately, it's brought back down to the 48-yard line in the Panther zone, in the Gale zone.
Let's see if the Gales can take advantage here, Eli. Now in a 1st and long situation.
1st and long. Quick tackle made there for the Gales by Isaiah King. And a good carry there for the Panthers. 2nd down.
Yep, Isaiah King has a new number this year, 75 from 74 last year. We've talked a lot about this Pequannock run offense on this drive, Eli. Let's talk about the Gales defense still a little bit. Really strong unit. It felt like they grew as the season went on last year. The player I'm watching for this season, number 1, Jonathan Huertas, really broke onto the scene last year, had 4 interceptions, had 3 touchdowns on offense in just 7 touches. And he's going to be used even more this year. And so far, Eli, I'm interested on this drive, he's been playing the safety position mostly, and you've got B.J. Cunningham, who was the safety last year, playing cornerback mostly on this drive. So something to watch out for, Eli.
7:30 to go in the first quarter. Alex, quick handoff to Kudif, and a 1-yard gain on the play, and that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was Nasir Owens there who made the play. Just watching the tape of Nasir Owens on defense, it's unbelievable. We talk about his rushing ability. On defense, it's almost just as good. Excellent finisher. He's so good in open space, as we saw there. You could play him inside. You could play him outside. He is so versatile. One of the leaders of this team. And Justin Mabry was also there on that tackle. Mabry, when he is healthy, is a very important player for this Gales team on both sides of the ball.
We noticed a lot from those Gales players last year, a lot, and especially when they drove them to a 6-5 a record last season, a pretty high gain for them. Quick pass there to Shalongo, and the Gales defense stops it with no gain on the play. 4th down.
Yep. Let's see what the call is here. Oh, looks like they're going to bring the punt team on, Eli. Good job by the Gales defense there. Interesting 3rd down call, Eli. I thought we might see them go to the air there, but they kept it on the ground. 4th down. Good job by the Gales defense. Looks like, it's 4th and about 8, I think. Me personally, Eli, I would go for it here, but that might not be what they want to do. Let's see what they do. And they're going to punt it.
They're going to punt it. It is probably the smarter choice, considering you're about 4-9 right now from our vantage point, from what we can see. And Cunningham is out to catch right around the 15.
Yep. Watch out for B.J. Cunningham. He's dangerous on special teams. He had a kick return touchdown last year. This one's going to go to the end zone.
And that is a touchback. And we will take a quick break. The St. Mary Gales are coming up next.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Scoreless, 5:44 to go. We get a first look at the St. Mary offense, and Bradley Higgins, a converted tight end for 2 straight seasons, dominated the field last year as quarterback, brought the Gales team to a 6-5 record, and continues to hold on. What a throw there. He's got Kazir White, just dropped. Almost in the hands there. That would have been a dangerous throw for the Gales. Wow.
That was great coverage there by Nick Zucala, number 35. Not a bad throw at all. Not really, Kazir White could have caught it. I don't think he dropped it. I think it was just really good coverage. But how about that, though? What kind of statement does that tell you, Eli? The Gales taking a deep shot on the first play of the season.
That is pretty impressive. We saw a running play for the Panthers on their first drive, and now we see a big throwing play all the way up to the 50-yard line intended for Kazir White. Part of the Gales' new strategy. But the Gales will run it on this play. It's going to be Nasir Owens with the carry and a yard gain on the play. 3rd down.
Yeah, what a season Nasir Owens had last year. We are in week 0, Eli, and he was the player of the week last year in the NJIC for week number 0. So he knows how to start the season off with a bang. He's very important to this team. Really led that rushing attack last year. He can break tackles. He's got great speed. Don't underestimate his small frame. We've got 2 undersized running backs in this game, Eli, but both of them play much bigger than their size.
We have a 3rd down and 8 play. Higgins.
B.J. Cunningham, his favorite
Looks
target
around.
here.
He's got Cunningham, but he drops it. In his hands, but drops it. And that's a 4th down play. Jack is going to show us the replay.
Yeah, this happens quite a lot. Cunningham looked upfield, and he looked upfield before he secured the catch. This happens a lot, so it dropped there. It wouldn't have really gone for much anyways. The Pequannock was right there to stop it. That was a good defense there. That's not exactly the start to the season Gales wanted, and we've got a new punter, Eli. It is Bradley Higgins to punt it for the Gales, it looks like.
Bradley Higgins will punt, which is unusual to see. That is pretty cool to see. Last year we had Brian Cunningham, who was out there punting for the Gales. He had a total of 80 kick returns. That was pretty cool to see. Now we have Bradley Higgins. First time we will see him in this position. We'll see how it plays out. Higgins, the punt.
Little knuckler.
Will look like we caught there by Nick Zukula at the 44. We will take another break. We'll be right back right here on Surge Sports. Welcome back. 4:48 to go in this first quarter. The Panthers will run it again. Quick drive, 2-yard gain on the play. It appears to be Rommel.
Coalition of Gales there on that tackle. This is a really strong run defense, Eli. One of the guys who was in there was Mason Mania, a transfer from Paramus Catholic, a junior, going to be a big part of this team. Gales have a couple of transfers in the trenches from PC, so we'll see how they play this season.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Again, new transfers and a lot of new freshmen. And as we both went to training camp, media day that I attended to, we saw a lot of new faces, and that is a big part to the St. Mary team. We'll see how that factors in for the rest of this upcoming season.
It tells you the culture that Coach Johnson has
Second
built
and
here.
8.
Oh, what a good call here.
That was a great play there. Steps out of bounds. That is Rommel again. And he continues down. About a 5-yard gain there on the play. 3rd and 4.
This is two-down territory here, Eli. I feel pretty confident saying that. It's funny, they have not attempted one pass in this game. I think they're just going to, they've had success running it. I think they're going to call 2 running plays. If they don't get it on 3rd down, they're going to call it again on 4th down. Another advantage, too, is that they have a lot of different running backs they can use with different traits. So it's hard for the St. Mary defense to scheme against a versatile offense like one that Pequannock has.
3:56, the clock is stopped since he went out of bounds. We are a scoreless game. Again, we are having technical issues with today's scoreboard, but we will have it up again soon. He's going to throw it. Alex Alicia.
Oh!
And Jonathan Huertas there to get the ball away and not in territorial danger. What a play there to stop what could have been a dangerous moment for the Panthers and the Gales.
Yeah, that brings up 4th down. Let's take a look at this one more time. This is why Pequannock does not throw the ball very much. This was honestly not a bad play call at all. I think they were their first option was Rommel out of the flat, and then he this probably was a touchdown, Eli, if it's not underthrown. It was severely underthrown, and Huertas did a great job to knock that down. It still could have been a catch. It wasn't a bad throw, but it was underthrown.
Fourth
down, and
they look like they're going to run it.
Yeah, as I said, they're going to go for it.
4th down, and they are going for it. And
I think
have the 1st down. A quick carry there, but the Gales defense unable to stop on that play there. That was Angelo Kudif, the senior with 16 carries, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, and 14 tackles from last season.
Yeah, good play call, just sticking to what they do best. That's a great play call that shows you how smart the coach is. Just relying on what they do best to get them 1st downs, and that was an excellent play call. And Pequannock moving down the field here, Eli, on this drive.
3:28, the clock winds down. Alex Silicia waits, unable to get the tackle by Damian Merkerson. Incomplete, thrown at the bottom of the ground. Jakeem Sims for the Gills was there as well.
Yeah, this was Damian Merkerson here with the pressure on Delitzia. New starting quarterback for Pequannock. I will point out, 1 pass attempt last year. That 1 pass attempt was an interception. So I think there are concerns about this passing offense. And he actually did a good job to get away from Merkerson, but threw it into a tight window. Great coverage by the Gales.
3:13, and the clock stops.
It's been a pretty fast-moving first quarter, Eli.
And not only is it a big year for the Gales, as Johnson mentioned, it's a 3rd year for the Pequannock Panthers. They're in a brand new division this year. They are in the American White Division and the SFC Conference. So we will see if any of those new playing teams that they will now face against factor in. Alex Delitz, quick handoff to Rommel. And a 5-yard gain on the play. A nice move there for the Panthers.
You know, Eli, this Pequannock offense, it kind of reminds me of how the Army offense works, the Army college football team up in West Point. They really don't call any passing plays. You either just see these, motions with all the running backs, you use multiple running backs, and you just run, and rely on your defense. That's what Pequannock has done. I mean, it gave them a lot of success last year, Eli, so clearly it worked for them. And they've overall run the ball very well here in this game. But third down, let's see if they switch it up here a little bit.
Let's see if they do switch it up. The clock winds down at 2:30 to go in this first quarter. The Gales so far saw a little bit of time on the offensive side. A big third down stop will be huge at this point. Alex Delitz passes it off.
He didn't get it.
Just short by a couple yards.
Yeah, I feel they're definitely going to go for it again here. That's about short, too. Good job by the Gales defense there. And they're taking Blaze Conti out and bringing Anthony Paterno, and they're going to bring their bigger guys in.
And another mention you saw, Blaze Conti back at St. Mary football. He missed 2 years. Started freshman year, played football, did not participate for sophomore and junior year. Now he returns to the field for his senior year. He's obviously a dominant player on the baseball side of things, and now he returns to football as he heads to the sideline. Minute 30 to go.
Oh, what a
Alex
call.
Delitz will take it himself. He's going to go all the way and steps out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
That was a great play call. They let him. The Gales fell right into that trap. Delitz has got a good running ability. He has not used it yet. He picked the perfect time on fourth down. And the Gales defense right now has been absolutely fooled by this Pequannock rushing attack. And they are now down at the 15. And the other thing, too, Eli, is that with the kind of offense they have, they really chew up time and chew up a lot of clock. It keeps the Gales offense off the field, which is not exactly what they want.
And for those watching at home, don't forget you can comment on YouTube or Facebook wherever you're watching this game. Let us know your thoughts. We'll be glad to share them on the air. Alex Delitz with Condiff behind. Pass there to Ramel. Few yard gain. Not tackled down and finally is down thanks to Damian Merkerson. Bring up to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Gales are trying to rip that football out, Eli. They're trying to force a turnover down here in the red zone. Pequannock's just moving the football, Eli. It's been a very calm drive, I would say. I mean, we're almost at the end of the first quarter now, but they're just doing what they do best, chewing up time, eating up yards. It's not exactly ideal for the Gales, I would say.
Less than a minute to go in this first quarter. Second down and about 5. Alex Delitz passes it to Ramel.
Oh, still going.
The carry still going down at the 4-yard line. The clock continues to wind down. Stops at the 29.
Yeah, Eli. Well, this is why you can't go 3 and out on offense against Pequannock because the Gales defense basically got no rest after they were on the field for quite a long time on the first drive. And now the defense is relatively exhausted, but they're going to get a break here because the quarter is going to come to an end. Much needed break for the Gales.
The
here,
quarter
Eli.
will come to an end. We are scoreless, but the Panthers are in scoring position. We'll be right back right here on Surge Sports. We are back here on Surge Sports. We are scoreless entering the second quarter. Reminder, join us next Saturday at 1 o'clock where the Gales will take on Park Ridge from Rutherford, New Jersey.
What'd you say?
I think I lowered a little bit, I think, the camera. Yeah. Okay, play action continues, and it is going to be just short. Just a yard away from a touchdown.
Yeah, we were talking about it at the end of the quarter, just the fact that, the Gales going 3 and out on offense on their first drive really set this up. Defense didn't really get a break after a long first drive, and they look really tired out there on this second drive, Eli.
Yes, they do.
And again, you have Pequannock chewing up a ton of clock on this one drive. That's how they wear their opponents down, Eli, and now they're 1 yard away from taking the lead.
2nd and 2. Possible touchdown moment here. The Gales need to be ready on defense. Play continues. And the Panthers are in for the touchdown. 6-0 Panthers.
Yep, that was Dylan Ramelli with the score. Number 1 of the season, and just kept those legs moving and powered his way in. That was, you couldn't really ask for a much better drive if you're Pequannock there.
Bobby, you gotta go to the camera a little lower. Camera a little lower. And they will go for a 2-point conversion here.
Nope, they're kicking it.
2-point, I think. That's 2 points.
No, they're kicking it.
Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. They weren't set up right, yeah.
This is
Looked
Nick
like a 2
Zucala, 29 of 30, Eli, in extra point attempts last year. This guy does not miss.
Nick Zucala, and that is in. 7-0 Panthers. The Panthers are on the board. The Gales get the ball next. What can they do? The magic starts when we come back. Welcome back to Surge Sports. Jack Rizzo, Elijah Weintraub, and Bobby Blackjack, our producer, all joining you from Pompton Plains, New Jersey, on the campus of Pequannock High School. 7-0 Panthers. And Nick Zucala will kick it away.
Lefty.
And this was, again, one of the best starts we've seen for the Panthers tonight. A little rolling ball style, and Kazir Whites has it. He'll take a carry. Tackle down at the 32. Still going. A lot of players jump on him. And now the Bradley Higgins and his offense needs to get back to work and bring up some points for this second quarter.
Yep. Oh, can't go 3 and out again, Eli. Because if you go 3 and out, that happens. They drive down the field. Again, they started the drive from the 45, and that drive still took a very long time. Pequannock just wears you down. Gale's got to find an answer here on offense.
We interviewed most of the players from St. Mary High School at the media day, and you can check out all those videos right here on Surge Sports or on the SM Podcast YouTube channel. And we'll be giving some of those storylines away within today's game and the rest of the games going forward.
Ooh, nice snap.
Bradley Higgins to Nazir Owens. Nazir Owens with the carry, but about a yard gain on the play. Not much there. You could say it was a conservative play, but not enough to get more yardage.
It's not a bad, not a bad call at all. You want to slow down the game a little bit here. Yeah, just didn't really go for much. Gales have got to start moving the ball a little bit. So I see here, interesting, Eli. You've got number 10, Cesar Ramirez at the tight end spot. Watching the film last year, very good run blocker. Past promises edge rusher, but I want to see a little more from him this season.
Yes, absolutely, indeed. This is most of these players are seniors now, so big class that they will be losing this year. Bradley Higgins to Kazir White. That's a first down, and he continues on, and will be finally tackled down at the 49-yard line. A great gain on the play, and what a play to Kazir White from Bradley Higgins.
That's right. Finally, some sign of life from the Gales offense. This was really set up by a great block by Jonathan Huertas. This is usually a pick and offensive pass interference, but it was within a yard of the line of scrimmage, so they don't call the flag. And Kazir White, really good run after the catch. Averaged the most yards per reception of any Gale this season, who had at least 10 receptions. Jonathan Huertas had, a few number catches, very long catches that skewed the numbers, but he is terrific after the catch.
Higgins right away to White.
I think that's Cunningham.
And he will be first down.
Yeah. Yep, that was Cunningham.
And that was Cunningham. A correction on that as well.
That's great. I love to see that from the Gales. Nice little RPO comeback route. Cunningham, last year averaged about a touchdown every 3 catches. He had 38 receptions, 12 touchdowns. Unbelievable season. Does so much for this team. Does everything you like from him, but especially as a wide receiver. He can really take over a game at any time.
From the 37. Okay, that was Cunningham on the last play. Correction. I said White. It was Cunningham. Higgins to Owens. Owens will be hacked down. Couple yards back. And you could thank Justin Griskin for that one.
Yeah, Justin Riskin, one of the standouts here of this Pequannock team. Also, Nick Zuccalla was there as well. He was the one who closed in at the end. He has been all over the place in this first half, and that's not exactly ideal. Losing about 5 yards on first down. It's kind of disrupted the momentum of this drive, Eli. Let's see how the Gales respond here.
Second down and about 15 from the 42. That was a significant play just 2 plays ago. They'll need to keep it up again. They're going to run it again, and Nazir Owens.
Oh, that's a good tackle.
Has about a 2-yard gain on the play. Third down.
Wow, Nick Pownell with a terrific tackle there. Nazir Owens had some room in the open space, but he just grabbed him and took him down. Didn't let him get any further. This has been a very impressive showing, Eli, from this Panthers defense. I am quite impressed with the way they've been playing so far.
Third down from the 48, 28 to go in this second quarter.
Now, Eli, it's about 3rd and 12 here. I would say about 7 to 8 yards is what you're looking for if you're Bradley Higgins here. Try to just make it a manageable 4th down.
I think that is the goal, but they could do another one of those because your white plays, and it's a flag. False start, I believe. It's going to be on the Gales. Full start on the Gales. 5-yard penalty. Not good at all at the moment.
Yeah, the Gale, that was an issue for the Gales last year, was pre-snap motions. They were better in practice, Eli, than they were last year. I'll give them credit there. That's how much you get more experience, but it's still going to happen every once in a while. But now, though, Eli, I was talking about maybe 7 to 8 yards is what you were looking for. If it was from the previous spot, but now you're probably looking for like 12 to 13 yards here, Eli. This is a much tougher situation now for the Gales here on this 3rd down.
Third down from the 45. Higgins has to throw it deep. He's got Huertas, but Huertas continues to run. He's got a first down. That's a first down for the Gales. What a play there. What we thought was going to be just short turns out to be a first down for the Gales.
Well, this is just a tremendous play call here, Eli, by the Gales. And Higgins was going to the left. He was putting his feet to the left, and then he came back over to the right. And Huertas was going to have a decent gain already, probably about 10 yards, but it looked like he was going to be well short, but kind of broke out of the tackle and, was able to pick up the first down, Eli. That is quite the effort play, and that is why the hype is so big about Jonathan Huertas, Eli.
And Jonathan Huertas, we saw him in the Woodbridge game and many other ones where he had a touchdown and was a new leader. He is in his junior year, come senior year next year, with most of these senior guys leaving the field, he will be the set captain and example for this Gales team going forward. So we're going to expect a big year out of him tonight, and that will showcase into the future for his senior year. Bradley Higgins to Nazir Owens. Nazir Owens has a deep carry, tackled down at the 19.
Well, again, Eli, it was Jonathan Huertas with the block this time on the near side. Like a nice little screen pass here. The Gales love these little screen passes. Something they really used a lot last season. And Huertas was in the slot, and he gave a really good block that gave Owens some open space. And then B.J. Cunningham as well with a good block. And that's what the Gales need, Eli. They need to be better on first down, I think, in this game. They've struggled on first down. That's where they've struggled so far.
They have struggled indeed in that matter. It is second down and about 2.
I'm going to call this play, Eli. It's going to be a run to the right.
Run to the right, and you called it again. Nazir Owens from Bradley Higgins. He's got himself a first down, and many guys to tackle him down. Braden Van Letten tackles him down. The other backup QB and defensive back for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was very obvious to me from the pre-snap formation. That was going to be a run to the right. Second and short, you swing the tight end over to the right side. So it mostly runs to the left for Nazir Owens, but just a great play there. Great blocking by the right side of the O-line. And a first down, Eli. This has been an impressive drive for the Gales, and they themselves have started to chew up clock. We are now halfway through the second quarter.
That is right. 6:02 to go. First down. Bradley Higgins, so far, so good. Nazir Owens, Brian Cunningham, and Kazir White were the main guys at it. Higgins will take a carry and a couple-yard gain on the play.
I don't think that was meant to be a QB keeper for Bradley Higgins. I think that was a bit more. It was a bit of a high snap. I think it was almost on instinct that he had to run the ball. That happened quite a bit last year as well. But he could use his big body to gain some extra yards there. And overall, I mean, it was still a 5-yard gain, so not a bad play at all. But the Gales, Eli, this is a very impressive drive. And what's really impressed me, Eli, is the fact that every player on this offense has gotten involved. Cunningham, Kazir White, Jonathan Huertas, Nazir Owens. And not only that, Eli, the blocking has been tremendous from the linemen, from the receivers, from the tight ends. This has been such a strong drive for the Gales offense.
A very big improvement since the first quarter for the Gales. They'll need to keep it up now. They'll take it to Damian Merkerson for a quick gain and a carry. Just a couple yards short, though, but a good play for the Gales.
Damian Merkerson is such an underappreciated player for this Gales team. He didn't actually cross the end zone once last year, but considering his leadership, his play on offense, his play on defense, you could rush the ball with him. You could catch it out of the backfield. He's a good linebacker. Just a really underappreciated player, I think, Eli, for this Gales team.
Absolutely, and 4:30 to go left in this game. It is about 3rd and 3. Regardless, points will be put on the board, whether or not they get a touchdown here, go for it on 4th down, or kick the field goal. Remember, Paul Rocho has been so far successful, made 2 field goals when it mattered last year. And it looks like he will be just short. 4th down.
Well, they'll go for it here, Eli. I have no doubt that they're going to go for this here. They're going to bring different personnel here, Eli. I'm interested to see what this 4th down call is here. Do they keep it on the ground? Do they go Owens? Do they go Merkerson? Or do they surprise everyone and go with a little play action pass? Or do they come out in shotgun? I'm very interested to see here, Eli, what this
will be a
look
pretty big moment here. 4th down and 2. They need just the first down to keep their drive alive.
What would you do here? I'd keep it on the ground. How about you?
I keep it on the ground, but if there's an open pocket room, throw it. Nazir Owens, he's got a carry right through the middle. First down, and he is just short. but it's a first down regardless.
Well, Eli, we both agreed on that the Gales should keep the ball on the ground. That's exactly what they did. Good for the Gales for sticking to what they believed in. It's a great call. Coming out of shotgun, Eli, I think fooled them a little bit. They thought the Gales might go over the top there. You just keep it on the ground with Owens, fool them a little bit in shotgun, and it's a first down. I love what I'm seeing, Eli, from the Gales on the drive, but they got to finish off, got to get in the end zone, got to get 6 here.
They need to get it to the end zone. First and goal. Literally, they're at the 1 yard line. They need to get it in here. It should be right in the middle, right through.
Watch the QB sneak here, Eli. There it is.
QB sneak, and touchdown Gales! Brad Higgins gets the first touchdown of the season, and the Gales are on the board. 7-6 Panthers.
Well, that was, Pequannock with their impressive drives. The Gales said, not only can I do it as well, I can do it even better. Right down the field, Eli. Bradley Higgins finishes it off. By the way, my second correct play called on this drive. But anyways, Bradley could use that big body to push himself forward. That's just a terrific drive, Eli. And that's big, too, because there's less than 3 minutes in the first half. And keep in mind, the Gales get the football to begin the second half. That is a massive drive for the Gales, Eli.
Paulo Rocha for the kick, and it is through. Tie game at 7. 2:58 to go. We're tied at 7, and we'll be right back on Surge Sports. Welcome back to Surge Sports. We are tied up at 7 as the Gales get ready to kick it away. 2:58 remaining in this second quarter before halftime approaches. Reminder tonight at 9:30, 10 o'clock on the All In on High School Sports channel, K&K Sports Network, you can catch a post-game show of all of today's action. And a big drive there, and enough to the 42-yard line. A great run and carry there for Ryan Denton.
Yeah, good job there, Eli, by Pequannock on the kick return. I think that's actually Matthew Mistret, not Denton. I'm not sure, but it says I have 7. That's the 7 I have. Not ideal though, Eli. But Pequannock, they've got to manage the clock here. They're a very slow-paced offense, but they got to go with some tempo here because there's only 2:20 left in the first half, and the Gales get the football to begin the second half.
Every team has their timeouts, so we will see if that factors in. As I reiterated, All In on High School Sports, K&K Sports Show, post-game will be both on it, Jack and I, along with Kurt and Jen tonight. Carry there. Brought down. 4-yard gain on the play. That was Eddie Shulango, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's a promising start to the drive for the Gales. They got some penetration at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get the stop there, but they're getting in the backfield, Eli. They're not just letting them run all over them. It's really the Panthers' effort, their second effort, their penetration that's really allowing them to run the football. Gales have just got to be able to finish, Eli. That's the thing. They need to finish in open space. That's been their issue in the first half so far.
1:30 to go. Nobody has used their timeouts yet. We will see who does it first. Pass is made to Kundif. The carry, he's got himself a first down as he cartwheels around.
Timeout.
Timeout called by the Panthers, it appears.
Yeah, it would make no sense for the Gales to use a timeout here.
1:19, timeout called by the Panthers. Reminder to join us tomorrow on the 12th Horseshoe Podcast, a podcast that Jack and I do, talk about all football. We will have the NFC predictions and our bracket predictions as well. We'll be joined alongside two special guests. Join us tomorrow live on Surge Sports. You can also watch Saturday mornings at 10 in the morning, Sports with Mano a Mano, live here on Surge Sports, or on the Sports with Mano a Mano YouTube channel. We'll recap all sports, Jim Monahan and I. And it's a timeout called here, a minute 19 to go. Jack, what should we expect from both the Panthers and the Gales in the couple less than a minute to go plays?
Well, I think it's really simple, Eli. The Gales just have to be they've got to be able to figure out this Pequannock offense. They've got to be able to get in the backfield, and they've got to be better on first down. You can't let them get 6 or 7 yards in every first down play. That is a recipe for disaster. So I think the Gales have to do that, and they've got to speed up the game a little bit. They can't let Pequannock be chewing up the clock. But I will say though, Eli, that last drive for the Gales chewed up a bunch of clock. That was a strong drive for the Gales. That impressed me. And after going 3-and-out on their first offensive drive, that was very impressive to see them go down the field like that. But what they need to do, Eli, they need to figure out how to stop the run. That's their issue right now.
Alex Zalitz throws it deep. Pass is caught by Nick Zucala. All the way past the 20-yard line. And a big play for the Panthers with a minute 10 to go.
How funny it is. I said the Gales need to do a better job stopping the run, and then Pequannock comes out with their passing play, their first completion of the game. Just a really good route. Went in and then went out. It was like it was almost like it was going to be a deep post, and then he went out to the outside. He beat Shaquem Sims there, was in coverage. And that's just a terrific route ran by the receiver there, Eli. That was all him there. And
50
a good throw
seconds
too.
to go. Play continues. Deep drive for Eddie Shalongo, and he is in for the touchdown. The good news about this, though, for the Gales is they have 40 seconds left to continue to potentially get some points on the board before the half.
The Gales, Eli, right now just look completely lost out there on defense. They have no clue what's coming. The motions are just too much for them. And this was all the offensive line here, pushing them in at the end. That was an unbelievable job. This offensive line has had themselves a heck of a game. And that was easy, Eli. I mean, that's what happens when you let them get to the 45 on a kick return, Eli. Really simple stuff there, but a great drive by Pequannock.
Many of the players quoted and said that communication needed to be better. So far, we've seen a little bit of improvement, but still more work needs to be done as the season goes on. Remember, it's only week 0. The kick here is right down the middle and good. 14-7, the Panthers lead. We will take a quick break, and we will be right back on Surge Sports. Welcome back. Coming up next is a halftime report and show. There will be cheerleading activity and everything happening on the field. We'll be going to break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. After the 10-minute half goes, we'll get more to that towards the end of the quarter. But in the meantime, the Gales have 40 seconds to make magic happen. And it'll be Kazir White after the bounce play. He'll continue the run. Stop down at the 33. 33 seconds for the Gales to do some magic. And turning over the ball is one thing the Gales cannot do. And you stressed it a lot just a moment ago as we were off the air.
Yeah. here, Eli, I mean, you have all 3 timeouts. So you could do anything here. I mean, obviously, the Gales could just run this ball out into halftime. I don't think they're going to do that, but if you're going to turn the ball over here, Eli, you want to turn over taking a deep shot and, like, have them pin far really back where they can't do any damage. But maybe the Gales take a deep shot here, Eli. Anything's possible.
33 seconds. Bradley Higgins has a sack to his credit as 61 Justin Grayskin tackles him down. Timeout called by the Gales.
I don't really know if I agree with calling a timeout there, Eli. First of all, great penetration by Grayskin, just broke right through the middle and got the sack. He is so consistent on the O-line, on the D-line, does everything. I don't really know about calling a timeout there, though, Eli. I thought the Gales might just, like, run this clock out, take the sack. I mean, I don't really know what they're going to be able to do now. You know, Pequannock can't get the football back because they have 2 timeouts. They would have to have 3 to be able to get the ball back. So now, Eli. But now the thing is, Eli, now that they've taken a timeout, if the Gales wanted to run the ball here, per se, Pequannock can use 2 timeouts and potentially have to force them to punt and potentially cause a problem. So I don't really know if taking the timeout there was the right decision.
Well, there is 21 seconds left on this clock, so we will see how that factors in towards the end of the run. Halftime is coming up next here on Surge Sports. For those of you watching on YouTube or Facebook, don't forget to comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts and showcase what you have to say. A lot of time with 20 seconds. We'll need a big run and gain here on the play. Higgins waits, looks. He has Cunningham open. He will have a first down.
Oh.
But
Uh-oh.
he will have a first down. He's going to continue down the sideline and get out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That stops the clock at 9 seconds.
Wow. And we've got an injured Panther here on the other side of the field. Wow, what a play by Cunningham, and what a job getting out of bounds. I mean, not that he had to get out of bounds, 9 seconds, but that certainly gives the Gales more options, Eli. You know, you're at the 44. Bradley Higgins has quite the arm. You can take a shot to the end zone. If you want to try to get like 20 yards here instead of a long field goal, Eli, what a play by B.J. Cunningham. You know, made some great moves, able to get out of bounds.
Rommel is currently down for the Panthers.
Oh,
the
no.
training staff, it will now look at him real quick. As they look at him, we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Dylan Rommel is limping off the field currently, but he should maybe make it back for the half. He will not play, obviously, now. We will see if he will return for the second half. All eyes will be on Rommel and for the Panthers. In the meantime, though, it's a first down with 9 seconds to go. Watch out on where they throw. We'll watch the clock, and we'll watch whether or not the Gills take a timeout immediately after this play is in.
Pequannock has 2 safeties.
Higgins.
Eli. It's a Hail Mary.
Throws it deep. It's a Hail Mary. 5 seconds. He's got Cunningham. And no. It is dropped. 3 seconds left. That stops the clock there.
Wow, that was a...
That was a deep shot. What a Hail Mary play from Bradley Higgins.
That was an absolute rainbow. Let me see if I can get a quick replay here. Let's see if we can get it. Yes, we will. That was just a rainbow, Eli. But, you know, Bradley is such a strong arm, but he kind of got hit as he threw that. So the ball, I don't think, was as strong as it usually is. He can definitely get this ball to the end zone, Eli. They have one more shot here. I want to see. I don't think we saw the Gales attempt one Hail Mary last year, Eli.
Yeah, I don't think so either. This is like, that was a shock out of the park. Considering that they had a lot of time and a timeout too, I was shocked they didn't just do a quick run or leg throw. I didn't think all the way through the end zone. Although successful, 3 seconds left. One play you can get out of here. Hopefully it's another Hail Mary. Higgins to White, flag thrown. Another flag thrown. That is 2 flags thrown. That is stopped there, but there's flags down. We will check them first. I don't think this is the end of the half yet.
I think it will be, Eli. I think there were 2 flags thrown. I believe both of them are going to go on the Gales. I believe one of them is going to be an ineligible man downfield, and I think the other one's going to be a hold on the other side of the field.
That is a hold. It's on the Gales. Penalty decline. Penalty decline, and that ends it. That ends 8-7. The Panthers lead. What a great start for both the Gales and the Panthers. We'll be back in 10 minutes after the halftime with more from Pompton Plains. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Pompton Plains, New Jersey. 14-7, Panthers are in the lead. It was an interesting first half for both these teams. A very slow start, but a big end to the half, indeed, for sure, for both these teams. Jack, what did you notice the most out of both sides?
You know, I would say it was a very balanced first half, very fast-paced first half. In terms of offense, both teams moved the ball very well, but in different ways, right? Pequannock, they just relied on their run offense. And after, the first drive, they got across midfield, they stalled there, but then their next two drives took advantage of short field situations and got touchdowns. That's the thing, Eli. The thing the Gales need to do, they need to be better on their kick coverage. You could not let Pequannock be starting the ball at the 45-yard line. That's where they thrive. So you got to be able to push them back. Their kick coverage has to do a better job. And as for the St. Mary offense, Eli, they went 3-and-out on that first drive, but they really found their rhythm after that. Bradley Higgins looks pretty good out there, completing passes. B.J. Cunningham's made some plays. Really, everybody on offense has made some plays. The O-line's done a solid job. So, again, the key to the Gales in the second half, though, Eli, kick coverage, special teams. That is the key in the second half. Because, honestly, Eli, if the Gales can push Pequannock back, if their kick coverage can be better, I think their defense can stop them at some point. They've got to the defense has to get one stop at some point, Eli. It's got to be a big stop in this game.
Both those teams are making their way now out of the schools, and they're heading back onto the field. Special teams is the big. The Gales get the ball to start the second half, which is a good thing for the Gales, and we'll see where they go from there. We are almost ready for the start of the half. We'll be back in just a few minutes right here on Surge Sports. And a reminder tonight, don't forget to watch All In on high school sports on the K&K Sports channel for a post-game show of all high school games. Kurt and Jen host. Jack and I will be there as a guest tonight to recap our game, the Gales versus Panthers game. Next week, the Gales will take on Park Ridge. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Teams are getting back onto the field. Third quarter about to get underway here. Good news for the Panthers. Dylan Rommel is back. We will see if he does go back on the field. Gales get the ball to start the half. We're about 20 seconds away from the kickoff. Oh, no. No.
Thank you. Yeah, Eli.
20 seconds away from kickoff. We will see if Rommel plays. It appears he might.
You know, Eli, it's a very long second half. I know we still have the whole second half to play, but I'm going to call it right now. This upcoming drive that the Gales are about to have, getting the football out of the second half, this is going to be the most important drive of the game.
And we will see how it plays out for the Gales tonight. 75 degrees, cloudy with a little bit of a wind, but a nice day overall here in Pompton Plains. Perfect day.
Especially
it's not cold
yesterday.
like DePaul game. Remember we were in DePaul? That was cold.
But I mean, considering yesterday's game, considering yesterday's weather, where it was in the mid-90s, we got very lucky with the weather today.
Yes. Yeah, first game we were in Garfield, 90-degree weather, almost humid, very humid. And we ended the season last year freezing at DePaul. So glad to have good weather here today. And we're ready to get underway. The Gales will get the ball to start the second half. The Panthers will kick it off. A wobble of a roll. It'll be Huertas to run it. Has a good drive. He's got a good carry. He's past the 50-yard line. He's going down and out of bounds at the 35.
Wow, what a way to open up the second half, Eli. It's been Kazir White, the up man, who's taken most of the kickoffs, but Huertas let this one bounce him. And, I mean, we all know he can fly. Let's take a look at this one more time. Just a little bounce, went on the left side. Oh, my goodness. I believe B.J. Cunningham threw quite the block over there, opened up a ton of space, and Jonathan Huertas took it all the way down to the 33. Like, that was an unbelievable return.
That was pretty insane. And that's the return that the Gales need, especially trying to tie up the game here. 11:51 is the time. They have plenty of time to do some magic here in this third quarter. And, of course, they have, obviously, the fourth quarter to go. Plenty of time. And it looks like there is going to be a whistle has been blown.
Well, while we have a minute here, Eli, I do want to say that the wind is starting to come in a little bit. So that could have an effect on the kicking game, potentially.
Right now, the refs have called a whistle. We don't know the reason why. We don't know if they called a timeout. Was there a flag involved? But it appears no issue. Although rare stoppage.
All right, Eli, well, the Gales have to take advantage of this field position. Starting at the 33, that was a 42-yard kick return. Touchdown here. That's really the only thing, Eli, starting with this field position. You got to punch it in.
Bradley Higgins to Owens. Owens will run it down the middle.
Wow.
Stopped quickly by that Pequannock defense. A yard gain on the play. 2nd and 9.
That was Tyler Frame who closed the gap quickly there. This Pequannock defensive line has been absolutely outstanding today. Really limiting the Gales in the run game, forcing them to go to the passing game more than they would like. You know, something that I noticed last year, Eli, and this is really a reflection on Bradley Higgins himself, but I noticed when the Gales kept his passing attempts down last season, they were way more successful. You don't want to get too pass happy in this game.
Oh, pass thrown, incomplete there. Nice intended to Kazir White. That was a good play, but too many defense on him for it to be a complete catch. You're going to do a replay here.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous throw. Kazir White took a shot. You never want to see that happen, but I mean that was a really great throw. Definitely had a chance to be intercepted. So fortunately that was incomplete. Yeah, big hit by the safety. I mean that could have been a penalty. Like in the NFL, they call a lot of penalties on that, but yeah. 3rd and long here though, Eli. Not what you want for the Gales.
Bradley Higgins, he's going to throw it deep again. He's got Cunningham and a first down for the Gales. An extra gain of about 2 yards from the marker.
That's a great play call, Eli. Bradley Higgins is best when he rolls out to the right. When he moves to the right, that is when he's at his best throwing the football. And you get a nice little comeback route for BJ Cunningham. Here it is right here. Yeah, BJ's he's a great, he great at creating separation, and that was a terrific, great play call. Great play call, I would say, more so than play. Just a terrific play call on 3rd and long.
Bradley Higgins to Owens. Owens to the left side of the middle group. Has a few yard gain on the play. Tackled in the middle of the 15. 4 to go. 2nd down.
Well, I'm going to give you guys a replay of this one. I'm going to tell you why. Bradley Higgins saved a fumble here. That was a bit of a high snap. Bradley Higgins can use his height to handle bad snaps. It was a bit of a snap. It caught him off balance, kind of let him into Owens, but still got the handoff clean. Brad's had a good game, just being secure with the football. Let's see what they do here, Eli. 2nd and short situation.
10:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and about 4. Higgins, he's going to throw it deep again. He dropped it. That was a weird situation. He had Cunningham there, but then went into Pequannock's hands. Thankfully, it was touched and dropped. That was a close call there for the Gales.
Well, you couldn't really have drawn this up much better, Eli. It wasn't a terrific throw by Bradley Higgins. Certainly could have placed it a little higher, but I mean, if you're BJ Cunningham, you have got to catch that. And that's unfortunate because now you bring up 3rd down, it completely changes the game.
It does indeed, and we'll see if what the play is here. Higgins, he's going to throw it again. He loves to throw. Higgins had Huertas dropped. A lot of the defensive pressure on there. I don't know if that was the right choice there.
I would have thrown that one away personally. That was a very risky play there. That was nearly that definitely could have been intercepted. It just landed in the right spot. Fortunate for the Gales, but yeah, now you've got 4th down and about 3 here, Eli.
In that situation,
they wouldn't kick a field goal here. They're going for this, Eli.
They're going to go for it, but in that situation previously, would running the ball work out? Considering what you just saw.
It's not a bad idea, Eli, here. But 4th and 3. If it was 4th and 2, maybe. But I think you've got to trust Bradley Higgins to throw the ball here. But
timeout called by the Gales.
That's a good timeout.
And we will see if that means they'll bring out the kicking unit. We don't know the strategy yet. In the meantime, while they are at a timeout, we will take a quick break and we'll be right back on Surge Sports. We'll see what the Gales do next. Welcome back. 4th down and about 4. This is a big play here. We will see if they're going to run it or throw it deep. That's a false start on Pequannock.
No, offsides.
Offside.
No, the Gales just got a 1st down. What a huge break for St. Mary's there.
You called it there, Jack. That was the closest call yet that we've seen.
Well, sometimes you'd rather be.
It worked out in the Gales' favor again.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. That's a mental mistake by Pequannock. That is, wow. That changes everything, Eli.
1st and goal. Wow.
Yeah, that really does change everything, Eli. That's just a massive moment in this game.
That play could have resulted in Pequannock getting the ball back. Pequannock.
All right, so 1st and goal from the 10, Eli. They're on the other side of the field now. Now, Eli, I think Brad has thrown a couple of very dangerous throws here. You have 1st and goal from 10. You have 4 chances to get in the end zone here. I would run the ball here and slow this game down a little bit. Or try to calm the tension down a little bit. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah, 4 opportunities to
not
do
going
so.
to.
Higgins says, I don't want to waste no time. I want to throw it. And that is intercepted in the end.
Yeah, intercepted.
That's intercepted. An opportunity for the Gales results an interception. And Pequannock gets the ball back. And a bad mistake by the St. Mary Gales.
Well, let's look at this again. This is exactly why I just said I would run the ball here, try to calm it down. This was just enough. This pass was just underthrown. It was double teamed, and that just can't happen. Not, especially after getting a big break and the Gales just turn it over right then from there. That's just not exactly ideal for the Gales. They really need their defense to hold here, but that killed all the momentum that they just had.
That was the closest opportunity the Gales were going to get, and that was a big mistake there that we just saw by Bradley Higgins for throwing it. Quick run gain on the play, couple yard gain on 9:55 to go.
Yeah, Eli, well, Gales run defense, they got to improve in the second half here. You got to get off the field quickly here, Eli. Pequannock has a chance to, if they have done what they've done their last 2 drives, they can run this drive. They can run it through the end of the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, which is not what you want. If you're St. Mary's, you've got to get off the field quickly here and give your offense another shot.
Second down and 8. Alex Delatz passes it to Shalongo, who has a good cane on the play. He's going to go down. No, not out of bounds yet. Past the 50-yard line. And to the 46 he goes. And again, this Gales defense continuing to struggle tonight.
Eli, we were at pretty much every single St. Mary game last year. I don't think I saw the Gales as lost as they look right now on defense once all of last year. Pequannock completely has them fooled right now, and they have not shown any signs of being able to get out of what they're struggling with on defense. We got a late flag in at the very end, Eli.
We saw the flag. We're going to wait for the call. 9:09 is the time. Looks like it's on the Gales. We'll wait for confirmation.
Oh, maybe no penalty. Maybe they threw it by mistake. Looks like they're lining up in formation.
No penalty. All right, well, it'll be first down from the 46.
This is when Pequannock gets in their danger zone.
Alex Dilitz backs it up. He waits. He's got pressure. And he is going to be sacked down. Sebastian Johnson, the transfer from St. Mary's, gets him down past the 50-yard line. He likes to dance, and he's going to dance after that one for sure.
Yeah, just because we don't get a taunting penalty. But, yeah, that is exactly what the Gales needed, Eli. I honestly don't know why you're coming out in a passing play when the run game has worked so much. Now it's second and very long, and great job. Again, it was Johnson there first, and then the rest of the Gales' defensive line followed. First sack of the game for St. Mary's defense, Eli. That is a big play at this point of the game. Pushes them back on the other side of midfield now.
8:25 to go. 14-7. Alex Dilitz. Second down and long from the 45 on the opposite side. Quick run. Slight gain on the play, but the defensive pressure from the Gales went back into motion. Third down.
All right, Eli, time to get a stop here. This is a must stop for the Gales defense here. It is third and very long, Eli. It's third and about 16 or 17. They cannot let them get a first down here.
And there's still a lot more time in this third quarter. 7:48 still to go. We saw a very fast first half, and now we're seeing a little bit of a slow pace as we enter this third quarter. We will see how this factors in towards the end. So far, slow gain. The Gales will be back at it in no time. Watching this clock here. Alex Dilitz, they're going to do another run play. Again, short. And it looks like that they're going to send out the punt team.
Great job by the Gales there. Interesting by Pequannock. They were very conservative there after getting pushed back on first down. I guess not wanting to make a mistake, trusting in their defense, but I thought they'd be a little more aggressive on that third down play call, especially considering that in the first half they had a pretty good pass downfield. But Gales will take it, though, get the ball back, and that was big, Eli. I said it, the Gales cannot let Pequannock score after that turnover, and assuming B.J. Cunningham or Kazir White fields his fair catch, or fields the punt, that is what's going to happen.
Alex still at 6:38 to go.
Well, oh,
Wobble
shank.
pump. That's heading to the stands. The flag will be thrown. They'll start at the 35.
Wow, that was a hit off the wrong side of the foot there. Let's see if we get a replay here on the punt, actually. We don't show special teams replays very often, but that was
a rare one.
That was an absolute shank. I don't know what happened there. So they snapped it. It was from about the 48.
They didn't want to go for it.
It's clear, yeah, it's clear that was just a shank. You know, that was, Eli, that was about a 12-yard punt overall.
That was an odd one, as we could like to call it here.
And again, the Gales have caught a couple of nice breaks here in the last couple of minutes, and they've got great starting field position here, Eli.
So it'll be from the 40-yard line, first down for the Gales. Let's see what Higgins can do and his magic. Higgins will hold on to it. He's going to throw it deep. Almost has White, but overshot it just a little bit.
We've got a flag on the other side. The ref on the far side just threw a penalty flag.
Flag is thrown, as Jack mentioned. We'll see the call on that one.
That's yellow, right? On the other side?
That's a yellow flag. Yep, that's a yellow flag.
Just want to make sure.
Is it on the coaches potentially?
Yeah, they're going to discuss here.
They'll discuss it, and we'll get the call in just a second.
You know, Eli, I think the Gales are getting a little too pass happy here. I'm surprised they haven't run the ball, try to slow it down. They've had some good running plays, too, when they've had success going to the right side today. Left side's been a little rough, but on the right side they've been good. Let's see if they end up picking. They might pick up this flag, Eli. I think they picked up the flag.
It looks like they're heading to Coach Johnson now, trying to discuss this penalty, but it might be on the Gales, and they could be moving back.
Yeah, they are moving back. Oh, no. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Wow, that will not hurt. That will hurt big time for the Gales. 15-yard penalty from the 40. That's a 15.
That is inexcusable, Eli. That is an inexcusable penalty. That you cannot be taking unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, especially away from the play. That's undisciplined right there from the Gales.
But now, was it on the players or coaches? I couldn't really tell from where the flag was thrown.
No, the flag. There were two. The Gales receiver was with the Pequannock corner. That's where the flag came in. It was away from the play, but it was with the players because the coaches were all the way back here. It came from down the field, so it was on the players. Eli.
From a great vantage point, they went all the way down now. They're at the 25 and long on the second down play. 6:26 to go with the clock stopped. Bradley Higgins, at this point, just throw it because you need to make up the yardage. Higgins, he's got pressure from behind, but takes it out of bounds. A light carry there. I thought he would throw it more. An odd one there.
Didn't like what he saw. No, I'm not sure, Eli, if the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty counted as a down for the Gales. I believe it did, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's third and very long now. That unsportsmanlike conduct penalty killed the whole drive.
It cost the Gales a lot, for sure.
Unless they convert this 3rd and 22, but you just cannot be taking unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. That's just being undisciplined, Eli.
6:17 to go, 3rd and long. Higgins should be throwing it deep here. Higgins throws it to White.
That's a fine
White with the carry. He's brought it back.
They might go for it.
They could go for it. It's a 4th down, and they're in their own 10 yards. It'll be out 4th and 6.
Actually, no, I think they're going to punt here. I don't think you want to go for it on your own side of the field. If they were on the 43 of Pequannock, I think they would go. Yeah, they're going to punt this.
They're going to punt it, yeah.
That's fine. That was a good play.
It would have been a good opportunity if they would have tried it. But, again, considering the score 14-7 and considering how this game has turned, Might be a good time to just punt it away. We'll see if maybe we'll get a sneak punt, a fake punt.
I
We'll
doubt
see.
it. I don't think they're
That'll
gonna
be
try.
pretty cool. I mean, we did see a couple times last time.
That was a good play call, though, because it flips the field, right? So Pequannock's going to have much worse field position than they would have if the Gills were back at the 27, which is where that third down snap came from. Got to get a good punt here, though, for Bradley Higgins.
Higgins, flag thrown. It's going to be on the Gales.
It looked like
Delay of the game, maybe?
I thought Pequannock was the one who moved first. Maybe delay of game. You might be right.
Well, either way, it's fourth down. I think it was delay of the game. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they're moving the ball back now. Yeah, so it was 5 yards.
I think it was delay of the game. That's right. Delay of the game. We're gonna assume.
I think it was delay of game. I don't know. I thought Pequannock jumped first, but maybe they jumped first because the play clock had ran down. That's not ideal though. Now it's a bit of a tougher punt here. Got to get this punt good, Eli. You don't want to give them.
It was an excellent punt before from Bradley Higgins when it didn't count it, but Higgins. It's a nice punt. We'll take a roll.
Nice break.
It's going down. 22-yard line is where they'll go to. Good punt there from Bradley Higgins. We will take a break. The Panthers get the ball when we return. Welcome back. The Gales have some work to do with 5:08 to go. Panthers have the ball. Quick drive, tackled down immediately by multiple Gales players. It appears the carry was by Rommel.
Yep. So, good. You know, I'm surprised that the Pequannock punt returner did not field that punt. Let it bounce about 10 or 15 additional yards, and now they're backed up a little bit. Gales defense, though, they got to do what they did that last drive, just close in on the run D. I want to see that penetration from the D-line here on this drive, Eli.
It's been an all-touchdown game as the drive continues on. It's going to be big gain on the play, up to 39.
Yeah. This is just what happens, Eli. You know, you can't be going 3 and out on your drive. Pequannock is a team you cannot go 3 and out against, which is what the Gales just did. They tire out your defense. We talked about this in the first half. You know, it's very tough. This is a very tough football team to play against, especially considering all the motions they do on offense, and they're really showing it in this game. They're taking the Gales to school here in this game.
4:24 to go. Last year, Pequannock ended their year at 6-3. For the Gales, it was a 6-5 record, both losing in the quarterfinal rounds. Small gain on the play there by Kundef.
All right, Eli. Well, the Gales have done a good job defending the inside run. That's good. It's the outsides that they're having the problems with. These Pequannock receivers are great blockers. They have done an outstanding job in this game. It's the outside runs and the motions that are confusing the Gales. That's what they've got to work on, Eli. They've got to use their speed, and they've got to finish. That's the most important thing, is they need to finish.
Speed and finish, and that is the biggest things. And one other note I took from the St. Mary Media Days was everybody mentioned in their when I asked them the questions, discipline. That is something the Gales need to work on, discipline and communication. Those are two big things that they mentioned. We'll see if they're going to change and factor any of that throughout their time here today. Light run there, third down, couple yard gain on the play. 3:25 to go.
Great second effort there by the running back to get a couple of additional yards. Makes it a third and manageable here, Eli. If we're being honest, I think this is 4-down territory. I think Pequannock would go for it if they don't get it here. Again, their defenses look very strong to start the second half, so I think they trust the defense. And again, Eli, I think they would just they're just going to run it 2 times here, and if they don't get it, On fourth down, they're going to trust in
They'll
their
try it
defense.
again.
I don't think they're going to try to get cute, Eli. We saw what happened the last time they threw the football. They got sacked. So I think they're just going to stick to the run game here. Gales have got to be ready for it.
Pequannock holds and waits. Play begins. That's going to be Kunif again. He's got a first down and a good run there up to the 41. And again, the Gales defense failing to tackle at the right moment, causing another first down.
They got to get more guys on the edge. They're stacking too much inside, and that gives them plenty of space on the outside. Pequannock is taking full advantage of this Gales defense right now. You know, they're realizing that the Gales aren't adjusting to these outside runs, and they are exploiting them right now. And, you know, and again, they have so many different running backs they can use. This is, again, how they just beat down opponents last year. And, you know, the Gales they've got to figure out how to stop it. Eli, that's really the only solution right now. Either that or they got to hope they make a mistake.
Next drive, continues, runs, and another great play. That is Shalongo, finally tackled down at the 16-yard line. A big gain there for the Panthers.
You know, Eli, they took defending the edge a little too seriously here because they forgot about defending the middle. It feels like they're defending one of right now. They're not balancing both, which is why they just had a big run up the middle. This is just another strong drive. This is
pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is exactly the same as their 2 drives in the first half. They really haven't changed much in terms of play calling or in terms of execution. You know, they've just stuck to their game plan, and that's why they're performing so well today, Eli.
A minute 45 to go. Kunif again. Scott Ramirez there. Tackle down. Gain of about a yard.
The Gales are really trying to force a fumble here, Eli. They're trying to like rip this football out of this running back's hands. You can see it.
Minute 24. The clock continues to wind down.
Well, Eli, this isn't exactly an ideal position for the Gales because, again, their kicker, Nick Zucala, is very good. Only missed 1 extra point last year and a couple of field goals from 30-plus. And it's a 1-score game right now. They can make it a 2-score game with a lead. A turnover is what the Gales defense is looking for here, Eli, at the moment.
Here's Alex Delezza again. He'll pass it along to Shalongo. And they are in the end zone again. Add 6 more to the board. 20-7 Panthers. Touchdown.
That was Eddie Shalongo with the score for Pequannock. Very simple play call here. Just another little run and, you know, just use his speed to get to the outside. And once again, they just wore down the Gales defense on that drive. And with 47 seconds to go in the third quarter, Eli, the Gales find themselves down 2 scores.
They're celebrating Hawaiian Day here for the Panthers, and the Hawaiian-themed fan crowd is going pretty crazy after that touchdown there. They're going to go for the extra point here. 47 seconds left after the kickoff and the extra point. The Gales now down by 13. Here's the extra point from Nick Zucala. That is in the middle. The Gales are down by 14, 21-7 your score. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Surge Sports. 21-7 your score. We still have 47 seconds to go in this third quarter, almost near the fourth. Kickoff is a wobble again, and no, a big mistake again. It looks like he can't hold on to it. It appears to be Brian Cunningham, and the Gales are going to start at the 23-yard line, which could have been a big run there for the Gales.
It's been a rough day for BJ Cunningham. Had the drop in the end zone, that muff on the kickoff. I believe he was also the one who got the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the last drive, and he was the target when Bradley Higgins threw the interception. It's been a rough day for him. But you know, Eli, the Gales, there's still time. There's still a whole quarter to go, plus the 38 seconds we have in the third quarter. But the Gales
time is there.
Gales have got to get moving here, Eli. And starting in bad field position isn't exactly the way to start the comeback.
No, it's not. 38 seconds to go. We'll see what happens next. When I spoke with Bradley Higgins earlier, and I asked him about his time at St. Mary's as he enters his senior year, he said he enjoyed his time and the memories and hopes to continue to win an NJIC championship and continue to win games for the Gales. Bradley Higgins, he's going to do another deep throw. He's got White and Huertas, and again, throwing it nowhere. Flag is thrown.
Yeah.
That is going to be pass interference.
That was a very obvious pass interference. I mean, Kazir White got bumped into. That was a very obvious penalty, Eli. Now in high school, it's only 15 yards. It's not spot foul like it is in the NFL. But yeah, Kazir White got bumped into. That was clearly pass interference. But hey, anyway, the Gales can
30 seconds, pass interference.
Anyway, the Gales
and it's
can
a first down.
Get some yards, Eli.
Plenty of opportunities out. That was a good play right there, and a good call for the pass interference, because now that gives the Gales an opportunity to continue to move more. Bradley Higgins looks around, gives it to Owens. Owens with the carry. Owens through the middle, hasn't been knocked down, and now he is right around the 47. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the Gales to run the ball, Eli. You know, they've gone away from the run in the second half. I thought they finished the run game in the first half pretty strong, if I'm being honest. I was just shocked why they went away from the run game, especially only being down by 7. They can still go to it now, but it looks like we're going to take this one to the end of the third, Eli. Looks like the teams are walking off the field.
And that will end the third quarter. 21-7. The Gales need 14. Can they do it, or Pequannock stay on top? We'll be right back on Surge Sports. Welcome back. Reminder, tonight at 9:30, 10 on the K&K Sports Show and All in High School Sports, a high school football Thursday recap show with Jen and Kurt as hosts. Jack and I will be joining as a guest later on, so take a look to their channel so you can recap on every high school game that has happened today. College football week 1 happens this week. We have a great list of games up in the mind, and of course NFL football returns this week. Next week we have the 12th Worship Podcast newest episode. The NFC show will be tomorrow with 2 special guests at 7 o'clock on Surge Sports. Owens with the carry. He's got himself a first down, but a flag is thrown.
This one's coming back, Eli.
But it will come back, it looks like, as Jack mentioned. Let's see who it'll be on. It'll be on the Gales, but we'll see where.
I think I've ever seen a ref kick a flag out of the way before. That was pretty funny.
Holding on the Gales. Third down. Second down.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Apologies.
No issues. I was like, did we lose it down going into the fourth?
No.
All right, well that's not ideal. You move the ball back now. Very long second down here. It's just been the Gales finished the first half strong. It looked like, especially on offense, looked like they'd have some momentum coming into the second half, but it's all come really crashing down. This second half has been controlled by the Pequannock Panthers.
It's been rough, but there's still time. 11:52 to go. See what Bradley does. Bradley, he's got room. It looks like he's going to throw it again, and it's Cunningham for the first down.
That's exactly what the Gales needed. That's B.J. Cunningham's. I believe that's his fourth catch of the game, and that's the biggest one for sure. Second and very long. The Gales negate the holding with a long completion to Cunningham.
B.J. Cunningham had 38 receptions, 764 yards, 20 yards per run, 12 touchdowns, and 35 tackles with 80 kick returns last season. And as you could tell, looking at that play, he's a dominant player that continues to showcase his talent.
Yep, he was a touchdown machine. Only one game all of last year out of the 11 we played that he did not record a touchdown. Touchdown machine. Does not have one, though, in this game yet.
Owens with the carry. First down, the Gales. Flag is thrown, though.
Oh, my
Might be
goodness.
coming back.
Just I was about to say, that was a great running play. He was running right behind Mason Mania, the transfer from PC, who's been very impressive today, but it looks like this one's going to be...
When you think it's going well, something always interferes. And unfortunately, it appears that it's a holding call on the Gales, and it's coming back.
Now, let's see where they put this. Eli.
First down.
They might put this only a couple yards back, because it might be like a spot of the foul penalty. Nope, just 10 yards from the previous spot, so first and 20. This is not really that great, Eli. I mean, the Gales are just going backwards right now. Not exactly what you want.
Every successful drive that they had so far, thrown or catch or in through the run game, something stops them, and that has been the flags, and the penalty game has not been fun for the Gales team tonight.
The Gales, they were doing pretty solid with eliminating the penalties early in this game, but now back-to-back holding penalties, and the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that killed the drive earlier in this half. It's been a rough half for the Gales, Eli. They still have time to turn it around, but they need to score and fast.
11:36 to go in this quarter. Higgins throws it to White, but unable to make the catch. Incomplete. Second down.
Well, that's the Gales' day in a nutshell, Eli. Simple plays like that, it seems so hard at this point in the game. I think Higgins threw it a little too hard. It was kind of like a little short dump off, kind of like rifled it a little bit, but you got to catch that.
Still got that pitching arm, still
Gales.
from baseball. Got to slow it down.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's the second drop for the Gales today.
11:33. Clock didn't move much. Higgins throws it. Cunningham again, incomplete. That is, again, something I noticed with the Gales. Last season, they ran the ball a lot. This time, they're taking a lot more passing and throwing opportunities. But so far tonight, it's been unsuccessful.
It's been very unsuccessful, Eli. I said earlier in this game, when they kept Bradley's completion, the number of attempts he had per game down, they were usually more successful. He's definitely up well over 20 today, might be close to 30. And the Gales just look off balance. Like they just look like completely out of sync right now. Misfires, drops, and now you have a very long 3rd and 20.
Higgins runs. He's got pressure. Sacked down. Brought down. But a few yard gain, though, on the play, which is a good thing. But it is 4th down, and the punting team comes on.
To be honest, Eli, I don't care if it's 4th and this long. I would go for it here. I don't really. I think
Yeah,
that
but the way Pequannock has been playing tonight, is it the right choice, though, considering on where you're at?
I mean, considering the Gales' defense hasn't proven to be able to stop them yet, so I don't think giving them the ball here is really much different. If we're being totally honest,
Fair point.
If they continue to do what they do, Eli, there's 10 and a half minutes left in this game. If Pequannock does what they keep doing, they could waste 6 or 7 minutes off this clock, and all of a sudden the game will be out of reach for the Gales. I know it's a 4th and very long, but me personally, I would go for it here.
Higgins, he punts it away. Takes a wobble.
That's a smart. Don't feel that.
Smart. And it's going to go down all the way to the 7-yard line. A good punt there. Panthers get back the ball. We will stay with you. And remind everybody that next week at 1 o'clock, the Gales are home to take on Parkridge at Phillips Sheridan Senior Field in Tamplin Park in Rutherford, New Jersey. Join us live there, or you can watch the game on YouTube right here. As always, Search Sports, the home of St. Mary High School sports.
Absolutely. We cannot wait to get back home 9 days from now, this Saturday. One of only 2 Saturday games the Gales have at the moment right now. We lie at least through the beginning of October. We've got a Thursday game today, and then we have 3 Friday games.
In September.
Yep.
Taking a look at
one
the
in
standings.
October. One of the Friday games in October.
Taking a look at the standings here. Again, SFC American White is where Pequannock plays. Hanover Park, Madison, Morse Catholic, Mountain Lakes, Parsippany, and Pequannock are obviously all in those divisions. We'll get to the Gales in a minute as there's a short gain on the play there, brought up to the 10-yard line. For the Gales, they're in the NJIC Patriot, Pagoda, Parkridge, Wallington, Weehawken, and Woodridge, and the Gales are in that division. Part of this newly revamped standings that the NJIC has been doing, and also the Football Conference of New Jersey has been working on. Everybody's been switched around in their respective conferences, and we will see if that helps factor in a better way for these upcoming games. Second down at about 6. Clock winds down at 9:40. It's a quick run for Quintiff.
Oh!
Tackle down.
I think he knocked the mouth guard out. What a hit.
Big hit there, and again, if it knocks the mouth guard out, I think that's a good play there for the Gales.
We're going to look at this one again. That was, oh my goodness, what a hit there by whoever that was on the Gales. We're going to look at the replay here to see who that was. That was a crack. I think it knocked the mouth guard out of the running back. That was an unbelievable hit. And I believe it was Nasir Owens. It was either Nasir Owens or Kazir White. I tell from the second angle, but man, what a hit. It's third down, though. Third and short. Gales have to get a stop here. They need it. This is a must stop for the Gales here, Eli.
This is a big must stop indeed. 8:45 to go. Burning the clock. They need a big stop here. They'll run it.
They've got it.
They got a first down, however. And the Gales defense, again, unable to stop on third down.
It feels like, Eli, every time Pequannock gets a first down, 2 more minutes go off the clock, just like that. It feels like every series of downs they have, they take 2 minutes off the clock. They just wear you down, Eli. And we were talking about it was just under 11 minutes when the Gales punted, Eli. Just like that in the snap of a finger, only 8 minutes left in the game right now. You just see how they wear you down, this Pequannock team.
For sure. We have about 8:08 to go in this game. Watch out for Pequannock here and see what their next play is. Gearing towards the right.
There you go.
Small drive and a pushback there. Loss of a yard.
Good positive there for the Gales. Good job by the D-line there to get a nice stop, but we've got 7.5 minutes to go here, Eli. I think
there's still a little bit of time.
If
they could still do something.
This is the time to get a stop, Eli.
Right.
If Pequannock gets one more first down, Eli, I don't think the Gales are going to have enough time to get to score. Well, they have to score 2 touchdowns, right? So they need all.
Well, what the Gales need to do is look at this next play, and if they're going to throw it, get an interception quick and fast, be able to pick up the ball and run when they punt it away. If that situation on 4th down, Alex is going to take it. He's got Merkerson and many more Gales to push him back, but the dreaded 3rd down comes up for the Gales. As we know, 3rd downs has not been successful for the Gales. We'll see if they can continue to fail or bring up some hope in this big 3rd down.
Well, Eli, they have to get a stop here. This is a 3rd and about 11. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. There is no way they cannot let him get a first down here.
They cannot.
And remember, the last time Pequannock had to punt the ball, they shanked it. So if we say they get a stop here and the punt goes as bad as the last time, the Gales could be starting their next drive in Panther territory. If they, a quick score for the Gales, Eli, and this is a completely different game. This is the time for the Gales to get a stop here. If you're Pequannock, Eli, would you consider maybe attempting a pass here, or would you stick to the ground game?
I would honestly stick to the ground game.
I agree.
Because it looks like the Gales can't stop him. So if you do a ground play, it works out. And there's a timeout called by the Panthers. Okay, well, we have a timeout here. So what that means is we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you on Surge Sports. Welcome back. And a first down here. We said it. They were going to run it. And unfortunately, the Gales unable to stop on third down. Their weakness so far. And could this be the weakness of all season?
Well, I mean, that sums up. That's just the day it's been for the Gales. Just not being able to get a stop when it matters most. And, on 3rd and 10, that you have to get a stop there. And they didn't. And now the clock runs down even more. We are under 6 minutes to go. Honestly, Eli, the next time the Gales might have a chance with the football, their best case scenario they might only have like 4 minutes left. And keep in mind, they've already used one timeout in this second
Both teams
half
have.
For that 4th down play call they had on the opening drive to start the second half. But that interception, Eli, really changed.
Both teams
the
have
whole
used the
momentum of this
timeout.
game.
Quick run there. A good gain on the play. That was, I believe, Jake Atkins, if I'm not mistaken.
They've got so many good running backs, Pequannock. They can plug in pretty much anybody and they'll work. We've got to give a lot of credit, Eli, to this offensive line. They have had themselves a heck of a game.
It's a loaded roster, and look at their record last year, 6-3. They did lose a couple seniors, but if you look at this star-studded lineup, this is pretty intense what they're doing right now.
Yeah, the O-line, you don't really think of O-linemen very much because they don't score touchdowns. They don't get big catches or big runs, but they are so important to teams. It feels like no team can win without a good offensive line, and you've got another one here.
And a big run there. That is Kundif again to the 41-yard line. And although tonight's not going the way that they wanted for the Gales, you got to give credit. They still have a pretty loaded offensive line and defensive line, a brand new stacked team. They added a lot more players, new freshmen, new transfers, and again, a lot of the star power that we saw from last year carried over. It was a small loss of seniors last year. So this is kind of almost the same team that we saw last year. So we're just a question of why aren't they doing last year all over again? And we'll see if any adjustments will be made to the next game next Saturday at Park Ridge.
Well, this was, Eli, this was a very difficult test for the Gales coming here on the road against a team like Pequannock who is very good. But yeah, you're totally right though. You talk about it. It's a long season, Eli. Football is a very long season. The Gales have all the time in the world to turn this thing around. I mean, the hopes for the season were extremely high, and sure they haven't really lived up to the expectation today. But there's also been things that I'd like to see. I like the interior D line, Eli. I think the secondary has had a good game. The O line has been solid as we get a time. Yeah, Gales are pretty much on
Just want to stop the clock. 3:44. They're going to call a timeout here. We will take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. 3:44 to go. Second down at about 8. 21-7 Panthers. For the Gales, it is not the result that they wanted, but there is time left in this season upcoming. And a big test next week against Parkridge, who is now under a brand new head coach. We'll get to more details about that next time on our broadcast and next week's game, September 7th, next Saturday, 1 o'clock from Rutherford, New Jersey. Light gain on the play, 3rd and 3. Plenty more storylines to get to next week that we will be talking about from both these teams. But one thing we can say, the Panthers offense delivered, and they knew how to go past the Gales and go through on these 3rd down plays. We'll see if they can do it another one here right now.
Yeah, this team deserve all the credit, the attention that they're
There's
getting.
another run.
Eli, we had talked about their strengths of this game being their rush game, and that's exactly what they've done, They haven't gotten too many, explosive, long plays, but they just get first down after first down after first down. They get 6-7 yards every single carry, and that is how they wear down their opponents, Eli. Mike Michella, the head coach, has done an unbelievable job with this program, and if today's any indication, Eli, the Gales are a very good team, but with the way Pequannock has played today, it looks like they are gearing up for an even better season this year than they had last year. Last year was a very good season for them, Eli.
Shalongo with a big carry there, bringing a first down at the 17.
The Gales took their final timeout, by the way.
And the Gales...
Because the clock's not moving. So, oh, no.
No, he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds.
My mistake.
They didn't take a timeout yet.
Oh, my.
Another carry. The Gales defense said, all right, we're just done for the night. And they move it on to the 9-yard line. They're going to just let the clock wind down from here. A first down, and they can kneel from there. Yeah. And Pequannock could take the victory with 2:30 to go.
That was the longest QB sneak run I think I've ever seen. That was nearly a 10-yard QB sneak.
We had a lot of first tonights.
That is mind-blowing. Yeah, that's true. Eli, we talked about, it's been a rough night for the Gales, but at the same time, it's a good learning experience for them. And you'd rather have a performance like this happen early in the season than late in the season. And certainly something to build on. But again, not exactly ideal, especially considering they have to play Parkridge next week, who is one of the best teams here in the NJIC. So certainly not an ideal start for the Gales.
Under the 2-minute warning. First down. A lot of pressure there from the Gales defense. They've got the first down, and from here, they can begin to kneel. Pequannock first down, and they can kneel from there if they wanted to. Clock winds down with 1:48.
Yep, yeah. Even if the Gales were to take a timeout here, Pequannock can just kneel this one out. At least I think that's what they're going to do. I mean, maybe they're not aware of the clock, but this is victory.
I think the Gales are aware of the clock, but I think at this point, what's the timeout going to do? Not much. They get the ball back. They still are down 14 points.
Yeah. Well, you have to give so much credit to the Panthers. They really came to play today, and it is victory formation for Pequannock.
It is going to be victory formation, as you mentioned. First snap, and the knee down. clock winds down. For the Gales, it was a great learning day for them. They learned a lot, and we definitely saw a lot of new for the Gales. We saw a lot more throwing into the passing. It was an incredible game, nonetheless, for the St. Mary Gales. It didn't go their way tonight, but there's always the next game. Park Ridge is who the Gales face next week at 1 o'clock on Surge Sports at Saturday. Hope you join us then. Reminder that tonight at 9:30, 10 o'clock, All in High School Sports will have a recap. Both Jack and I to recap with Kurt and Jen, the recap of all high school sports games. And we'll be recapping, of course, Jack and I, the Pequannock Gales game. Hope you stay tuned for there. And that's the ball game. Final score, 21-7. The Panthers win, and the Gales got some work to do as they prepare for next Saturday's home game versus Park Ridge. That will do it for us and today's broadcast here in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. From Bobby Blatchak, our producer, and Jack Rizzo, I am Elijah Weintraub. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next Saturday in Rutherford. Good night.